This man was kicked out of his home by his mother-in-law. In a moment of anger, he turned and walked into the mountains, determined to build a house for himself. Originally, he had married into his wife's family and lived with his in-laws for years. However, over the past 3 years, his income had remained modest. Because of this, his in-laws' attitude toward him gradually began to change, from initial tolerance to growing dissatisfaction, and finally to coldness and rejection. At first, his mother-in-law held back and avoided criticizing him directly, but little by little, everything changed. As household expenses kept rising, the cost of raising 3 children became overwhelming for the family. Tension began to build. His mother-in-law started blaming him frequently, even questioning his abilities in front of others. Worse still, she even took her daughter to meet other men, completely disregarding his existence. And that wasn't the end of it. To push her daughter toward divorce, she even worked with others in the village to twist the truth and place all the blame on him. They accused him of neglecting his family and having a bad temper. In the end, he was forced to leave with nothing. Not only did he lose everything, but even his right to see his children was heavily restricted. The moment he stepped out of the house, he truly realized he was homeless, standing on a busy street, yet with no one to rely on, unwilling to stay. In a city filled with painful memories, he turned away and headed toward the outskirts until he arrived at a quiet mountain valley. There, he found an open piece of land. At that moment, he suddenly remembered. As a child, he had learned from his grandmother how to weave bamboo and build structures. So he made a decision. Right there, he would build a house for himself, relying on no one, only his own hands, to start life over again. Next, let's take a look at how he built this house from the ground up, step by step, from nothing to something. By the end, you'll be completely amazed by his craftsmanship. Although the video is only a few minutes long, this house took him a total of 7,746 hours to complete. Every brick, every piece of wood was crafted by his own hands. If you were moved by his perseverance, don't forget to leave a like. Your support is what keeps craftsmen like him going. The build is almost complete if you're watching. Feel free to leave a comment below. What do you think of this shelter idea? On a scale of 1 to 10, what score would you give it? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoy real-life content like this, wilderness survival, and shelter building, don't forget to like and follow. I share more stories like this every day. See you next time. Don't miss it.